You know what's rarer than gold? People that understand the value of love and the perversion and filthiness of money. Do you know why the Bible calls money filthy lucre? Is that because a lot of people touch it because it changes hands? No, 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 no. It's filthy because it destroys society. It destroys love. It destroys humanity. How do I say that? Why do I say that? Because everybody's for themselves. Everybody's concerned about themselves. Maybe their wife if they're married and their kids. That's as far as it goes. Everybody else are just people to trade with. You know, this is mine. That's yours. I want some of yours. I'll do whatever I can to get some of yours. And he has the same attitude towards you. Think of a world like this. Will you help people because it's fun to help people? It's fun to work together out of love. That is fun. Say somebody's building a house. You go over there and you help them. You don't want money. You just enjoy doing that, man. With good company, with people that love goodness. Life is a pleasure. And then after you help them, what are they going to tell you? Oh, here's a few bucks. Get lost now. That's the way the world works. But it should work. Hey, you can stay with us. Stay any place you want, man. Sleep anywhere you want. My house is your house. You know? That's love. That's the way. But the way people think today is what causes homelessness. They're not going to help those homeless people. That means they have to give. And they don't know how to give to other people. All they know how to do is take for themselves and their families and their kids. That's as far as their love extends. You call that love, really? Is that really love? Just have a few objects of your love, just a few people. Everybody else is a competitor, an enemy, so to speak. That's the world we live in. And how sick it is. Do you know how fun it is to work? Do you know how what life would be like without work? You know how boring it would be? People think, oh, I want to get a lot of money so I can sit around on my butt all day and do nothing. Those are the people that die early, the people that retire early. They die early. You know, I don't have to do any work. I don't get any exercise, you know. So they shrivel up, they shrivel away. We need work. Well, I don't want to work. I'd rather stay home and watch TV and eat bonbons, you know, and get big, obese layers of flubber and flab. Because that's a nice life. That's the easy life, you see. People are stupid. This is the society we live in. People are obese. They're sick. They're selfish. They're lonely. They don't know what's wrong. They can't figure it out somehow. Can't figure it out. What's wrong? They can't figure it out. Jesus gave the answer. The answer is love. And doing good to one another. That is love. Working good towards each other. That's the definition of love. Purity. Not trying to steal the other guy's wife. Not working for somebody so you can flirt with his wife. That's not love. That's evil. Love is a good feeling towards all people. You want to do good to all people, young and old. poor, and also rich, so that you can teach them about love. Because when we're all in love, it doesn't matter who has money, because it's meaningless. It's useless. When you have love, money, you can throw it in the street. You can throw it in the trash. It doesn't mean nothing. You know. And then the people that are thieves, the people that are evil, the people that are adulterers, you don't allow them in because they'll just mess up your peace, you know. So they're on the outside of the kingdom. You know, that's how the Bible explains it. Outside are the fornicators and the liars and the adulterers and the whoremongers and the idolaters. They don't get into the city of God. It's all about love. It's not about religion. It's about love. You see, and then everything comes real easy. Once you have love, you don't have oppression. That allows people to finally think clearly. But fear and oppression makes people crazy, makes them unreasonable, makes them into animals. And the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. You know how that is? I found that out for sure. For truth traveling around, I have nowhere to lay my head. I gotta hide every night and pray that nobody disturbs my sleep by knocking on the vent saying, "You're not supposed to be here." I'm not legal anywhere. The Son of God, you know. Goodness is illegal in the world because that'll mess up Satan's plan, you see. If we actually loved one another and treated one another with goodness, there wouldn't be homeless people unless they wanted to be homeless. Because of what, maybe, you know, maybe they want to take drugs instead of living a good, pure, full life. They'd rather take drugs and whack themselves out of their minds. But that's not usually the case. People whack themselves out of their minds, drink alcohol, because they're in such pain they don't know what to do anymore. Not really the choice, you see. And they end up hurting themselves, their own bodies. Their teeth fall out. They age prematurely. Also, those that are homeless because they're no part of this world. You see. And the world doesn't love them. If the world hated you, if the world hates you, Jesus said, know that it hated me before it hated you. So they cast him out. That stone that has all the answers, all the solution, that's the only answer, and they throw it out. Not allowed, you're not a part of our world, get out of here. We're a bunch of corrupt, slimy bums. Do everything we can to cheat each other and to gain more for ourselves. We don't want you to disrupt our plan. Because, see, these wicked people, they have so much invested in this wicked world. They don't want the kingdom of God to come. They would rather kill and murder and despise innocent people so they can live high on the hog, rather than to see everyone happy. All the wicked people. You know. That's why Jesus said, "Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Woe unto you rich. You received your consolation already." Yeah. They sold out the kingdom of God for their riches. And that's all they get. They got their little bit of consolation with their riches. And that's all they're going to receive, man. Because they chose that for themselves. They chose that wicked side and rejected the side of righteousness and of love. So they want you to join in, the dog eat dog. Everybody at each other's throat. They want you to join in this garbage. And if you meet somebody nice, yeah, they're nice up to a point. But they're not going to take you into their house. They don't want to become close. They're just nice to sidestep you so they can get around and do what they want to do. They got a plan, with their wife or their kids or whatever. But there's no community. That's why they're all driving around, speeding around in their cars, going nowhere. The whole thing is just to grab stuff for their family. There's no life on the streets. There's no public square. There's no community of society. Every man for himself. Everyone's an enemy, potential enemy. And you put on a smile just so you can deal with him and get what you need for your family. And you love that wife. That's why they put the wife on a pedestal like she's a goddess. They worship that, And the kids come second. The wife tries to put the kids first. The husband says, no. The wife is first. So she's the queen of the castle, But all men are supposed to love one another. Not gay crap, but I'm talking about love. But some people they just love the soft pussy woman, That's all they love. Something to cuddle with. There's a love beyond that, much better than that. They got you in a trap, man. They got you in a trap. And you set it up for yourself. Because you like mama. You want mama all the time. What does the Bible say? Who shall he teach doctrine? Those that have been weaned from the milk and have been drawn away from the breasts. Those he will teach knowledge and he will teach doctrine. But these little babies that need mama, they don't grow up. They don't become men. They become little boys that need mama all their life. And mama walks over them. And that's the way society is today. Not in ancient times, ever, never. Man would sometimes have many wives. A man that had just one wife, oh yeah, he loved her a lot. But she didn't possess him. That was his possession. She was his. You're mine, baby. That kind of thing. You're all mine. There's so many different personalities in relationships. I'm not getting into that. Really, this thing with the sexual part of man, it's really gotten into a lot of. Can you imagine without any sex, without any sexual desire? Can you imagine what a different world it would be? When people actually had to love one another or kill one another, hopefully they would choose to love one another. What a different world it would be. All these thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of homeless people dying in their own piss and crap on the streets, on drugs, whacked out. It's disgusting. And where's the real blame for that? Most of these people have just given up on life, man. And it's almost like a public protest. We're just going to sit on your sidewalks. And they're coming in by droves. And they try to get rid of them. And more keep coming. It's a protest. They don't like to live in this world like it is. And the cruelty of man is not going to diminish until Jesus Christ returns. And then he will pay every man according to their deeds.